Every conversation dies because of this. Number one, before you do that, hit the like button. But also, really quick, make sure you understand that the things I'm going to tell you in this video will change your life. It's going to not only change your life, it's going to shift your mindset of understanding why every one of your conversation dies. I'm here to help today. Help me with the value, click the like button and listen. And not only listen to one or two, but listen to all of them. But I promise you, the next time you have a conversation, if you do some of these things I tell you in this video, to the moon. Shout out to my boy Taekwondo. But also, let's get busy. Why does your conversations die? And this is going to be a very, very quick video because this is how easy it is to fix it. So number one, you interview her. This is the most, let me tell y'all this. The questions that you ask with no type of vibe feels like a job interview. And most men, and I will go even above 90% of these men, you ask the same questions. And she's prepared for those. But guys with the game, guys with the swag, guys that know what they're doing with women, don't ask any of these questions, man. They don't need to. They got their own swag, and no, I'm not going to tell you exactly what questions to ask, because then you're going to have a group of guys asking just those questions. If you want coaching, hit me up with the coaching, and we can definitely talk about that. Let me ask you this. Right? I want to make sure that when I'm telling you these things, these are the things that can help you. These are the things that can help you, right? Number two, no emotion in your voice. If you're just a monotone, hey everybody, how are you doing today? Yes, no, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Yes, I'm this person. No, I'm that person. I'm this, I'm that, I'm this. I'm going to tell y'all right now. I'm going to tell you all right now. If you keep the same monotone voice, that flat tone, it's boring as fuck. It's boring. It's super boring, gentlemen. So you got to get your tone control. Like I said, I can help you with that with coaching. But get your tone control so that way you will understand how important that energy is, right? That energy is very important. It builds a vibe. It builds a connection. It builds chemistry. It does all of those things. All of those things, right? Let me ask you this. Number three, all right? So I need you to understand is that you're just there because you find her attractive and you're just not really feeling her as a person. So you're not really listening. You don't listen. Waiting to talk doesn't count as listening. You're not actively listening in the conversation. You're not getting into the conversation. And so this is how most of the conversations die, because you're just not in it the way you're supposed to be in it, right? You're just not listening. And gentlemen, sitting there waiting your turn to talk. No, you want to be engaged in these conversations, and you want to have facial expressions. You want to laugh. You want to get into it, and you want to get into it because this is how you find out exactly who this person is. If she's dull and boring, you're going to find out quick, and you're going to be like, hey, well, it was good seeing you, good meeting you. You guys, you have a good night. You get up out of there, right? So I think that's very important. Let's go to the next one. Number 4, right? Number 4, you agree too much, right? Look, let me say this right now. When you agree too much, you can't be a person who agrees too much. You agree too much, no edge, no opinion, no spark, it ain't gonna work for you. It's just not gonna work for you. And what I mean by that is that just be a person who has some pushback on some subjects. who's not always going to be talking about this, that, and the other. No, you want to have some pushback on some subjects, right? You agree too much, it's being agreeable, and agreeable is not really masculine. Have some edge. Oh yeah, I don't believe in that, I don't do that. Be something different. Don't try to agree because you're trying to impress her. That's a problem. Let's go to this next one. Your topics that you talk about are pretty dry, and I know that. I got a lot of clients, and I talk to a lot of you guys, and I can tell how it can come across. You're talking about the weather or your job or stuff. You know, I'm telling you right now, she's already manly gone when you're talking about these things. You need to spice it up your own life in order to present a life for her. Again, you need to take care of your own life before you can present a life to her. And a lot of these topics are just boring, man. And you know, she's mentally gone. I promise you that. She's definitely mentally gone, right? Let's go to the next one. You miss her signs that she is telling you throughout this conversation because you're not actively listening, right? If she's, you know, if she's disinterested or she changing the gears to increase her sexual tension towards you, you wouldn't know that because you're missing all of the signals that she's sending out, right? And if you're missing a couple signals, I promise you she's going to check out of that conversation. She's not only going to check out of that conversation, but she has no reason to be in the conversation. You're no longer attracted to her. You know what I mean? So that's that there. Okay, let's go to this one. This one right here is when a lot of men hear on the internet, and then they become this person, and then they don't understand that this person is just way too much. When you're too logical. And so you got to remember, women connect through emotions, not spreadsheets, brodies. Be fun, be a vibe, be cool. Stop making these early interactions boring. Stop making them stressful. You don't have to be so logical all the time. Have fun, be sarcastic, laugh and joke. Be one of the guys that can get out of this robot-y type of feel, right? Be one of those guys. So let's go to this next one. Let me just tell you, if you're not a good storyteller, you're in trouble. You need to step up just sharing real life experiences. Oh, you know what? When I was at work one day, or you know what? When I was with my mom or my cousin, I remember this situation. Be a guy who can engage in these. Be a guy who can engage in these. No stories, no connection. I promise you that. They're not going to view you as a human person. You got to be able to have some type of life experiences because they're going to want to learn something from you. So you want to have life experiences that you deliver to her, right? Let's go with the next one. This is going to be a quick video. Like I said, you ask dead-end questions. Yes, no questions, right? When you add dead-end questions when they can answer yes or no, it kills the flow. It kills the entire flow. So you want to ask open-ended questions. And you got computers and stuff. Ask what those open-ended questions are and what they look like. I promise you, you will see a significant change if you can master this. If you can master this, you will have a significant change. Learn how to ask open-ended questions. Let's go to the last one. And before I get to this last one, get the likes up, gentlemen. Get the likes up, gentlemen. Get the likes up, gentlemen. Thank you. Subscribe if this is your first time. Also, number 10, right? You have to understand, if you're building off a woman's emotions, you got to have highs and probably going to have lows in every conversation. If she doesn't feel something, she won't remember you. Be rememberable. Be a rememberable guy. And you be a rememberable guy by doing some of the things I just told you about and for your technique, so that way you'll have more upbeat conversations. Let me finish by saying this. Gentlemen, don't rush it. When you're talking and communicating, chill, relax, Be very smooth. Understand you have a lot to give, but you don't need to give everything. Just come, chill, relax. Come, chill, relax. And that's a big reason why we need to do these videos. And this is why I do these videos. It's so that way you guys can have templates in order to help you. All right, but this is all surface level stuff. Look, hit me up for coaching, right? And I tell you men this all the time, invest in yourself because you've been invested in her. Hit me up on the back end, all right? And hit me up, and that way we can help you book a session or get on my membership, gatewaytogame.com, or hit me up, Mr1950.com. Look here, gentlemen, use this as a template to help you get coaching to change your mindset, so that way you will never be a victim. You will never be a victim if you know what you're doing is right from wrong. My name is 50, and I'm out. Peace.